Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sabbath Tarot. My name is Sabbath. Today, we're going to be tapping onto messages for the all signs. In case you're wondering where have I been, basically, I've been really busy yesterday, today also. So I decided to actually go live earlier because today morning I'm very, very busy. We got to go to places today. If you hear something, it's just the family. So just letting you know. Um, How's everybody? I missed all of you. I won't be here for way too long, at least an hour, because there's a lot of plans I have. But in case you want to book for personal, you can definitely reach out on my website, savastar.com. I'm offering personal readings. And also, I want to let you know that, become a member in case you want to become a member. I will be doing the psychic sessions most likely tonight. Okay, but we'll see. So today I wanted to tap onto the next major life change that you're going to have, okay, within your life. And we're going to tap onto some messages in regards to anything else that wants to come through. Just give me a minute, okay? I'm just getting prepared. Okay. Okay. How's everybody? T-Rose, Mitzi, PJ, Victoria, Lavana, Princess Lacey. How's everyone? So it's going to be a quick one, quick and a short one. And we'll see what messages wants to come through. And again, I apologize in case you hear something in advance. I'm yet not home, so the noises that you hear is because of family. And if you hear a child, it's not my child, just so you know. I'm not even married. Give me a minute, you guys. I gotta find what I'm looking for. Okay. Happy Easter. All right, Aries, let's see. Your next big life change coming up for you within the next 3 to 6 months. Well, mostly the rest of the year. I want to see what messages want to come through for you, Aries. I want you to be hearing. Okay. What is the energy for you? And what is it that you need to hear? Oh my God, I missed you all so much. You have no idea. Antoinette, ML. Happy Easter. All right. Your next big life change. What is that, Aries? Just one card, and then we're going to tap on to the rest. You have the Anchor card, stability. The next change for you that's coming up is having to do with stability, I'd say with your root chakra, all right? This usually talks about foundation, all right? If you feel deep down like you're stable, some of you, this definitely could be financial stability as well coming in for you. Now we'll see. Give me one more card. So for the rest of the year, I'm going to predict there's a lot of calmness for you coming in. For some of you, this calmness has to do with a lot of money coming through. That's going to calm your, nerves and calm your thoughts, basically. And some of you could be making contracts as well. You could be purchasing something. I do see you doing that. And this could be something huge. This could be like a purchase of a house. This could be a purchase of a car. It just feels to me like it's something that you're accomplishing that feels to me like quite big. Another message that I see is possibly reconnecting with somebody that you have been wanting to see. All right. So that's the next major life change that's coming up. Just this brief, confirmation of who this person is. It's somebody that's finally telling you that they have always had feelings for you. All right. They're represented by the water energy, some of you Leo, earth, and air. But it's somebody that you're finally going to be hearing that they've always also had feelings for you. All right. They could also be very, very generous and kind, or you're going to see a more of a generous and kind side of this person. Okay, is the message. But again, watch out for this particular contract you're going to make, or work wise, I see you like making deals, and it's really going to be having a lot of money for you. So stability overall, stability. And for some of you, numbers 35 and 9 could also be significant, all right, as well as 3. Could be within 3 years that all of these are happening, all right? This is going to be a very short spread. Those of you that are joining, I won't be here for long because today we have like plans and everything with the family because of Easter. Just so you know, okay? So, and if you hear something, I gotta apologize, in advance. All right, Taurus. Let's see in regards to you, the next major life change. What is it gonna be in regards to you and what is happening? Short and sweet. All right. It's gonna be short and sweet. I promise I will go live sooner. I would say this evening or maybe tomorrow for another all signs or psychic session. What is the next big life change coming up for Taurus spirit? And what do you need to know, Taurus, right now in regards to the next major life change? I want to say a move. The next major life change has to do with a move that feels very called for. It's like when you move, you're going to be like, okay, I've been wanting to do this forever. So next major life change has to do with a move. All right. And this move could be very prosperous. Some of you are going to be moving towards nature, towards water, or somewhere more naturey, somewhere more your style is something I'm hearing. Another message I see for you is possibly I need to know more about this energy because for some of you, it's almost like you're going to be seeing also recognition in regards to your work, especially if you're just starting something. You have a lot of beautiful changes in regards to your life coming up. Can I say this to some of you? As like a major life change, I also see you having a lot of options to the point where you're going to be kind of like having a headache because of how many different options you're going to have. There could be a water or fire sign, Gemini, Virgo, Aries that you're going to be connecting with. But there's a lot that you're manifesting. And at a certain point, you're going to be at a crossroad in regards to who you're going to be going with. Tell me about the outcome of this. There could be a person here entering your life that is going to make a change. And I feel like for a lot of you, I can't quite tell if it's new energy or if somebody that you've already have been wanting. I see a date, okay? I see definitely a particular meetup or rendezvous with this person. And to me, their energy feels very, very, very fiery, masculine, all right? I even feel like for some of you, somebody could be fearful that you're going to leave them for someone else at a certain point. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but that's literally something I heard. Yeah. You're going to be having options. And for some of you, it could even be that you're going to be kind of like hesitant to settle with someone. Maybe you're okay with being single, or this is just talking about you having enough confidence to be like, I'm not going to go with somebody unless I'm really, really sure. So in your reading, you're going to be juggling either different options, or you're not going to be super, super focused on solely one energy for the rest of the year. And now, if that's what you want to do, you can do it. If it's not resonating, you don't have to do it. But I'm telling you, major life change for you is a move, and it could be happening within the next 3 months. I would predict for a lot of you that it could be happening actually within spring. All right, like especially late spring. When, the flowers are blooming is when I'm seeing it happen. But for you specifically, it's going to be really, really to your benefit. And it's going to help you also stay more focused on your work, whatever this move is. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, we're going to move forward to Gemini. Readings today are short, but short and sweet. Some of you number 20 could also be significant. What is the energy for Gemini spirit, and what does Gemini need to know? Angelica, Faye, Amal, how's everyone? Nanka, you doing well? Did you all miss me? Is it resonating? All right, Gemini, what is the energy? The next big life change for you. The next big major life change. Some of you are visualizing a tree. And tree usually has to do with something long lasting, something long term. Maybe some of you, there's a long term connection. For some of you, could even be talking about like a happily ever after that you're going to be having as well. We'll see. The next major life change. For some of you, I would say the next major life change is possibly a relationship. And this relationship feels really, really long term. It feels very long lasting. For some of you, it could be connecting. You could be connecting with a fire sign or air or somebody that has these within their chart. But you're going to end up having something very, very long term with this person. All right. That's how you're showing up. So let's say if you have been single for a very long time, if you've been connecting with different people, having different options, you're going to settle with one person. Another message I see is for some of you, a possible move, all right? As much as you could be kind of hesitant about it, you could be possibly moving, but for some reason, I don't see you moving alone. I see you moving in with someone. So in case some of you are seeing somebody already or dating or in a relationship, you could be at a certain point completely moving in with this person. And you could be connecting with a Virgo, Scorpio, a fire sign, all right, is something I'm seeing in your reading. So at a certain point, I do feel like you're going to be either no longer dating because you're going to be, settling down, or for some, I'm even hearing going steady. So there could be like an engagement as well that you're going to be having. But yeah, the signs you want to look for is November, October, as well as January. These months could be significant. Maybe it's the time you met this person or that's when their birthday is, okay? Let's see if one more message we have. Your reading is very similar to Taurus, and I keep feeling as if a lot of you, you're really prioritizing that, your peace and your happiness, and that's what's making all the change in your life, okay? It's like you're no longer Mr. Pleaser or Mrs. Pleaser. You're like completely letting this pleaser attitude of yours go, and you're not being nice anymore. But I'd say, yeah, the next major life change has to do with a move that could be happening around summertime for you. And again, possibly moving in with somebody that makes you very happy. This person could also like really be obsessed with making you happy or doing acts of service for you. But watch out for Leo, Virgo, Scorpio, somebody with fire, as well as, I'd say air within their chart, okay? They could have. Is there any other messages in regards to this person that you want to tell me? They could be younger than you. They could be younger than you, or this is also talking about somebody that, again, like really is careful of the words you say, really careful of the way you think, somebody that doesn't want to mess up the connection. They always watch out, in regards to being morally right maybe around you. So this is somebody who, again, really cares a lot about the connection that they have with you. Somebody that could be also intellectual as well, okay? So that's your message. Some of you could be ending up having children with this person, okay? Or it could be something that they want. I would say within the predictions, like for the future, if you're with this person already, I am predicting children, okay? Or a child particularly that you two could have. So let's move forward to Cancer and see what the messages are for Cancer. What is the energy for Cancer and what do you need to know? You guys, I have to go to a gathering and I would much rather stay home. I've been like alone for so long, like living alone, that I'm so used to not seeing anybody. And when I do, my brain just can't operate. Like I'd be like wanting to go to my room and not deal with anybody. Is anybody like that, or is it just me? I literally cannot. Like I'd be like, I have nothing to say to you, All Cancer, what is the energy for you? Cancer, what do you need to know? What is the energy? Your next major life change, your next big life change. What is that, Cancer? Let's see. Cancer. Okay. Hold on a minute. Give me one more card for that, Spirit. Okay, this is interesting. Your next big life change is you dating. You dating again, Cancer. You're going to be starting to date. You're going to be starting to go out. And for some of you, this could be definitely for those of you that are single. Can I predict something for those of you that are in a relationship? I'm gonna say it. I know it sounds weird, but it is something I'm seeing in your reading. At a certain point, you could be looking outside of a connection for something that you want because it's not being given to you in your relationship. So this is specifically for those of you that are not happy in a relationship. Like at a certain point, you could be like connecting with people outside of a connection. I'm not saying this is something you should do. Okay, just because I said it doesn't mean okay. Sabbath said this to me, so I gotta go and um, be with whoever I want, even though no. It's just a prediction. Like at a certain point, you could be looking for something outside of a connection because it's not given to you. But for those of you that are single, dating, your next big life change has to do with dating and possibly connecting with somebody who like centers you. I'm hearing center, like puts you in the center. Damn, okay. You guys, I'm telling you. Oh my God. Oh, okay. Some of you could be leaving somebody as a next major life change. I'm just saying, because in your reading, you're showing up as like getting attention or talking to other people. What is this talking about? I'm so confused. Like you're going to be not very drawn to deal with somebody anymore because you feel like there's no point. Why do I feel like for most of you, this is already a situation that's, falling apart anyway? But your next big life change has to do with leaving a situation that just doesn't seem to go anywhere. All right. And you dating again, you becoming single again, or you dating again. I even feel like for some of you, you could be possibly walking away from a situationship or a situation that, again, wasn't enough for you. Like you felt like you wasted your time or you like almost like believed in somebody too much. This is crazy. This is crazy, straight to the point. Is there any other message about this person? Could be somebody that you waited on to reconcile with and it never happened. Or for some of you, this also is talking about a situation that was just purely maybe sexual. Your next big life change has to do with you moving on and you finding better and you knowing your worth and you being okay with being single or alone. All right. Now, for some of you, another message I see is also a move. At a certain point, you could be moving, but it is when you're financially very, very stable. So take that however it resonates. I just see you saving up a lot and at a certain point moving to somewhere that's maybe going to cost you more, but it doesn't matter because you have money and you're able to kind of like afford it. All right, is a message. But who's this King of Pentacles in Cancer's reading, Spirit? Somebody you're going to walk away from, somebody that you feel like wasted your time. They could even financially be stable. I don't know why I get that. Or this could be somebody that's very, very focused on their work. You're going to walk away from somebody because you feel like you're not, again, getting what you want. And that could be emotionally, that could be like physically, that could be just in general. But you know what? Partially, I want to say this person won't let you go. Like, I don't know why, but intuitively, I can feel like they're going to keep talking to you after you try to end it with them or something like that. It's like they're going to still keep dealing with you. They're not going to let you go. So many numbers 36 and 9 could be significant than 31. That was a crazy read. Let me tell you what. That was the craziest reading of the day. All right, let's dive onto some Leo messages. Yes, you're asking how's my stomach? You're hoping I feel better. Nimira, thank you, honey, for asking. That makes me feel special. I'm better. I'm better. I'm better. Thank you for asking. All right, Leo. Why am I hearing Sumerkach in my head? I don't even remember what that means, but let me just look it up because I don't hear nothing out of nowhere. Hold on a minute. Give me a time. Sumerkach means like dusk. It can mean candlelight. It means so many other things. Can I predict something for you, Leo? I'm going to just say this because it's something I feel intuitively. At around twilight or around dusk is when your thoughts are becoming really loud. So you really think the thoughts that you want to think. Like it's literally your higher self talking to you. So for some of you, maybe you feel like you can't sleep. Maybe you feel like you think differently at night or at dusk or at dawn, whenever you want to, call it. But in your reading, you're showing up as like having different ideas at that particular time of the day that might not match your reality. It might be downloads. It might be like the spirit talking to you or telling you what to do. All right. We'll see. What is the next major life change spirit for Leo? You following your dreams nonetheless. You following your dreams nonetheless. All right. So in your reading, you're showing up as like feeling really under pressure right now. Like really under pressure, whether it be by family. For some of you, family, I'm tapping onto. Whether it be by your work. There's something you're about holding on that is coming through in your reading. So the next big major life change has to do with you following your dreams regardless, and you earning a lot of money from doing so. For some of you, I have a small prediction of you prioritizing your dreams. All right, so setting everything aside to prioritize your dreams, and at the end, it's actually gonna be very, very fruitful for you financially. All right, is the energy. Sorry about that, you guys. Goodness. So for some of you, for me to hear a call right in the middle of your reading, somebody could be calling you, and that might be significant. Maybe somebody that you've been wanting to hear from. But this also is talking about, for some of you, again, something calling you deep down. Something calling you deep down. And what is it that is calling, Leo? Victory, success, fame for some. I'm telling you, you might be called to completely change the pathway of your life and set everything aside because of it. Let's say, I don't know, for some of you, let's say you work, a corporate job, you have a full-time job, but your dream is to be a singer. Your dream is to, I don't know, have your own business. Something's calling you. And when it's nighttime, it keeps getting louder. And the spirit is saying, this is something that you're meant to be doing that you're not doing. That's why it keeps following you. So for a lot of you, what I'm predicting for you, the next big life change is you actually following the pathway you're supposed to follow. It doesn't matter how hard it gets. And I also see some people that weren't believing in you before, believing in you because you prioritized what was important to you. So victory, success, fame, money. All right. That's what's coming into you. Tell me about the 10 of Cups, though. For some of you, another message I see is you possibly reconnecting with somebody that you thought things were over with. Or this is also talking about whoever that is supposed to stick around will stick around. Whoever that sees your worth and sees your value will stick around nonetheless. So this is important, don't be sacrificing your dreams or don't be chasing nobody just because you have this idea of if you don't chase, you won't be receiving it. All right. So for some of you, there's a message of like, don't be so careful with a connection and more prioritize on yourself. Okay. So if you've been obsessed with somebody, if you've been thinking, okay, do I have to chase this person to have them? No, you got places to be. And for a lot of you, I'm telling you, next big life change has to do with fame for you. I'm telling you, fame, success, victory, people even following you, people like listening to what you actually have to say. So keep that in mind, all right? This kind of message never comes through in any reading. So your message was really, really particular. And for me to like hang up the call, you know, I was like, I'm going to hang up the call because I don't want to talk to nobody. Some of you need to stay away from distractions to focus on what you need to focus on. Just saying. It doesn't matter who's going to say what. You got to stay focused. I feel like one of those guys from a motivational video right now. I don't know why I feel that way, but whatever. It is what it is. But this could be coming to you by June, all right? Let's move forward to Virgo and see what the messages are. I'm going to just go get coffee, if you don't mind me, because I literally just started my day, and I'll be right back, okay? I'll be right back. All right, you guys, I'm back. I'm back. Hi, Thomas, Princess Lacey. How's everybody? Paula, happy Easter from Brazil. Oh my goodness. You're heading back to Thailand as I predicted for Gemini. Wow, my goodness. That's amazing. I predicted that. Here comes the sun. You say I'm always sweet. You're so sweet to me. Sarah. Hello. Trina. All right, Virgo, your next major life change. Your next major life change. What's going on with you, honey? What do you need to know? I just visualized somebody kissing feet, you guys. I heard like kissing feet. I have no idea why. I mean, metaphorically, that stands for like people respecting you or somebody in particular respecting you, having nothing to lose. So some of you I'm predicting as a next big life change, a lot of respect and recognition headed your way. This also could be talking about like a lover that's very touchy-feely with you, all right? But we'll see. Touchy-feely and somebody who respects you. Next major life change. You got what Taurus got. Your next major life change has to do with your love life. Has to do with love life and has to do with raise or promotions coming through for the rest of the year for your work. So some of you, you're going to be starting to be recognized, especially if you just started something. If not, there's a raise or promotion because of your performance, is something I'm hearing. All right. But a lot of success, recognition, a lot of respect, all right, coming up for you. And specifically, again, I'm seeing a connection here. A lover that could be very loyal to you. They're showing up as an earth or water sign, but we'll see about that. Tell me more in regards to this person. Your reading is very, very similar to whose reading was it? Goodness gracious. I think it was Gemini's reading. Like how I was talking about, you're going to get exclusive with somebody, you're going to get in a relationship, and you're going to no longer date or keep your options open. So it's the same thing for you. You're going to possibly get into a very, very fulfilling and successful connection with someone. Could be a Virgo, could be a water sign, a fire sign, all right, but specifically earth and water. Scorpio could be for some of you. And I see you also accomplishing tasks very quickly. If you do a type of work where there's a lot of businesses or there's a lot of projects lying around that you take care of, you're going to be accomplishing these tasks. All right. So a lot of accomplishments coming up for you is what I'm seeing. Okay. You're going to get things done. You're going to be very productive for the rest of this year. But I'm telling you, for those of you that have been single for a very long time, there's going to be this person that's going to make a change in regards to your love life. And their characteristics is very, very fun. Okay. They could like drinking or they could like to have fun, maybe go out. Very entertaining person. Like this person likes to go out and hang out. Very adventurous. They could be also creative or very family oriented. All right. But this is definitely somebody that is here to celebrate with you. Like they celebrate your accomplishments. They're not jealous of you. They're not, doing something, but they're actually motivation for you. All right. They motivate you to be better. But your reading is beautiful. Now, just like Geminis, at a certain point, you two could be moving in as well, especially if this is already somebody that you're with. I do see you two moving in. Just one more card and that's it. The World. Wow. You're getting the best cards in your reading, Virgo. I'm telling you, like crazy. I'm seeing possible travels or moving in with someone that you already love, all right, that you want to be with. So that could be, again, accomplishing things. Like if things have been lying around for way too long, you're going to accomplish them. You're going to finish them. This is also talking about a cycle ending. Maybe some of you are ending a job and then getting into a new one. But it's just a lot of luck, abundance, all right? Visualizing clovers, which has to do with luck and abundance. So beautiful energy, beautiful all around. You're going to get that fat bank account is something I'm hearing in my head, okay? So good energy, good for you. So let's move forward to Libra. I'm going through these quick just because I told everybody I have plans for the evening. So I won't be doing this. So yeah, possibly the soonest I can be here is going to be evening, like late in the evening today or tomorrow. But I'm going to let you know in case. All right. Your next major life change, your next big life change, what is it? Libra. What is it? What is it? Some of you need to stay away from negative thinking. There's a lot of negative thinking when I tap onto you. You need to stay away from negative thinking because I'm hearing your reality is very different than what you're thinking of it. So you could be always like coming up with a worst case scenario. We'll see though. Your next big life change is you being at a happier place in your life. Some of you there could be a move, okay? Or this is also talking about finally a court situation being resolved in case you've been waiting on something. If you had a bad experience with a lover or a partner, the spirit is saying there's good karma coming, your way for it. The other way I can read this is you possibly seeing that it was an experience or it was a lesson for you. So you're going to get over like some kind of a experience that you don't necessarily, see as good. But we're going to see more about this. This is so specific. So let me just tap onto it. Similar to Taurus. Not Taurus, it's to Cancer's reading. For me to say Taurus, maybe you want to check the Taurus reading too. But your next big life change also could have to do with you leaving somebody, all right, that was a pain in the butt, all right? When I say that, I mean like they were really wishy-washy, they didn't know what they wanted. For some of you, this could be somebody that doesn't even have their finances, together. That doesn't mean you should leave them for it, but I'm just saying the way you're going to see who I'm talking about could be somebody who barely made the effort that you're just taking, you're taking a step back from for a minute and you're seeing everything clearly with. But in your reading, you're leaving a situation that was very like lacking things for you. Like you were lacking a lot of things in it. Um, Love, a lot of love messages for you. I even would say there's going to be a new person that you could be meeting for those of you that are leaving something behind. And it could be a fire sign, Libra, Taurus, somebody that the first impression you're going to know from them is very respectful and you're going to feel very laid back with them. Like you can, live a type of life that you want. They're not going to judge you. They're not going to criticize you. And I think this is somebody also that like is very traditional. They could even take you out or take you to the mall shopping a lot, or this could be somebody that does things for you. They are not like somebody who would talk and never do what they're supposed to do, but they actually do things for you. Um, but yeah, somebody very, very action oriented. All right. Do we have one more question? Not question. Do we have one more clarification about this person? You could be connecting with somebody younger than you, Libra, at a certain point. But I'm telling you, in case you were hesitant about leaving a situation that you were not hearing from this person, they were not doing anything towards you, they were breadcrumbing you, they were being inconsistent, you're going to end up dating somebody new. That's going to be the reason why you're going to let go of the older energy. Okay? Like they're going to be put in your life to help you forget and to help you learn that you deserve a certain type of treatment. All right? Another message I see for some of you is possibly letting go of an old job or letting go of something that was really boring in regards to your job, like maybe doing your job differently. But I see you committing to a new job as well. It's just in your reading, there's a lot of longing for something more stable, especially with the fox coming through, because fox is a very strong totem. And usually, fox people really have a hard time sitting down. All right, let me tell you what. If you're a fox totem, you're going to always want to achieve, be the best version of you. You're not going to sit down for a minute. You're going to always be, here, there, here, there. Usually, it's my temperamental totem, but it also stands for not everybody's going to be able to deal with you. All right, because not everybody's on the same wavelength, nor are they really wanting to be achieving as much as you. So, being with you, dating you is going to, take somebody who's as confident and as high achieving as you. Just saying. All right. So let's tap onto Scorpio. In case the reading did resonate, do like, share, subscribe. And if you want to become a member, just, join the membership through my YouTube. You're able to join. There's a join button that you can push, RA, to become a member. And let's move forward. Scorpio. Rachel, Lakin, how's everybody? You say my readings always make your day. That's amazing. That's what I'm here for, to make your day. All right. Michelle, Mitzi, Jocelyn, beautiful sinner. How's everyone? Oh my God. I'm so glad you're able to join me on a Saturday morning. It feels amazing. All right, what is the energy for you and what's happening? What is the energy for Scorpio and what is happening in regards to you? Scorpio, next big life change. I just heard don't think too much. You could be really, really in your head, or you could tend to think a lot. Like, mind running a million miles an hour. You're going to be, you're thinking a lot. Or I'm seeing clouds, right? The spirit is telling you whatever that you're like encountering right now that seems like a problem, it will pass. For some of you, this is also spirit's way of saying allow time to get you to where you need to be. All right. So it might not be even time for you to make a decision or to do something, but we'll see. Next big life change has to do with a message. Maybe you're waiting on something. You're waiting on something. You're like waiting, like you're impatient, you're waiting. Some of you, this could be talking about like a court situation that you're waiting on, an immigration situation. This could be exams, a job, something you're waiting on that's like making you go crazy. You need to sit down. You need to sit down, all right? Somebody has to, make you sit down and you're reading, you're like all over the place. If this is about going overseas, if this is about something working out, you accomplishing, you will accomplish it. And you're showing up being able to do it by June. Okay. For a lot of you within the next 3 months, there's going to be messages. All right. June to July, Cancer season. But you're going to receive good news. Now, for some of you, this is also talking about end of separation from someone. So in case you and somebody have like been long distance or not, being able to be close to one another, I do see you two getting with one another as well. So your next big life change could have to do with a connection also coming together. But I'm seeing for you, you could be connecting with an earth sign or fire sign as well. A possible move. All right. And this could be a move from where you are living at to somewhere else. This could be also talking about moving jobs. All right. Now, give me one more card in regards to this. The Devil, the King of Wands. You're going to be also hearing or connecting with somebody that you have been obsessed with or you have been wanting to be intimate with. So as predictions, I also see intimacy with somebody that you feel very, very much this sense of obsession with. All right. It could be a fire sign, could be, again, an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn. But as predictions, I'm seeing intimacy with somebody that you just cannot seem to shake off, You can't shake off this person. Is there any other messages? Is this a good connection for Scorpio or what is it? Yeah. It's showing up again as somebody you're reconnecting with, somebody that you're hearing back from, somebody that you've been not connecting with for a while. For some of you, letters M, P, R, A, N, C, as well as T could be significant in E, D, and J, K2. Somebody could have within their name. But I'm telling you, intimacy with somebody that you've been far from, you've been not hearing from, you've been wondering what they're doing, Some of you, Valentine's could be significant. Maybe something happened around that time, or the name Valentine could be significant. But yeah, good news coming in. You're also going to sell a property or be able to sell something successfully. Have profits from something is something I'm noticing in your reading, all right? So let's move to Sagittarius to see what the messages are. And in case you want to book for a personal one, you can definitely reach out on my website, saboteur.com, and let's see for you what the spirit wants to say. What is the energy for Sagittarius and what's happening for you? You're going to start dating other people, I just heard. Why did I just hear that? You're going to start dating other people. Are you bored with your love life? Your reading is very similar to Cancer. I haven't even started, but I will be seeing what's happening for you. Your next big life change has to do with you dating other people or you meeting with a lot of people. Some of you, I'm going to predict the reason you're going to be meeting a lot of people either is because of a move or a job situation. But you're going to start to leave the house a little bit more often. You're gonna figure out that humans exist, okay? Like in reality, humans exist. You're finally gonna be going out more. You're not gonna be locking yourself up, all right, at where you live. You're going to be, again, your next big life change has to do with you socializing, going out, you possibly dating. All right. Dating again is something I'm hearing. If you have been going through a depression as well, I do see that ending. Why do I see you more focusing on yourself? But, and I'm telling you, you're going to leave the door open. You're going to leave the door open. And another message I see is for some of you that you're going to be no longer wasting your time waiting on somebody anymore because you're not hearing anything from them. So in case there was a person that you weren't hearing from, in case there was a person that was giving this silent treatment or was isolating you, you're going to let this crap go, okay? You're going to no longer deal with this person, or you're going to leave your options open. But in your reading, what I'm seeing is possibly becoming single, all right? And again, exploring your options and not wasting your time. So for those of you that are single watching me and you have been kind of loosely involved with somebody, you're going to put that kind of like aside, and you're going to more focus on your own dreams, your own goals. Also a little bit similar to Leo's reading. But again, as predictions, you're going to unexpectedly be doing something, like making this decision that might seem selfish to others, but it seems right to you. I said what I said. But you could possibly be connecting with a Virgo earth sign, some of you Cancer, Scorpio. Sorry if you hear noise, you guys. It's my family, and it's not my kid. I'm not even married, okay? So don't be in the comments saying, "Oh my God, is that your kid?" No, I don't have any kids, you guys. I'm not even married. All right, leave me alone. But yeah, 4 of Wands. It has to do with. Yeah. You just all you're gonna care about for the rest of this year is your happiness, your stability. All right. And possibly some of you could be also ending up like living somewhere else as well. All right. That could be unexpected for you. Even it could be overseas. Like at a certain point, you could be planning to go overseas and live there. Like you could be traveling somewhere and really you're going to like it, or it's going to be closer to the water. But in your reading, I'm telling you, you're going to make a decision that might seem selfish to others, but it feels right to you, and you're going to do it anyway, and you're going to like it. Guess what? You're going to like it. You're going to be like, I don't care what other people say. I'm going to care about my happiness, and guess what? You will be happy. I always say in all of my readings that as long as you decide something all by yourself, and as long as you stick to it, you're never going to regret it, because at the end of the day, it's the decision that you made and you took the responsibility to do it. So for some of you, the Spirit is saying as advice, you don't have to listen to anybody. You have an intuition, you have an inner compass, and you are able to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. For others of you, another message I see is possibly exploring other career pathways for yourself, Sagittarius. Okay, so at a certain point, you could be completely shifting the direction of your work, or you could be working from home. Okay, I see like something remote for you, so that could be a possibility. But numbers 29, 28, 19 could be significant. And yeah, you could be moving within the next 3 to 4 months. I do see that happen. Possibly also a car. Okay, I just visualize a red or blue car. Can't quite tell the difference, but something very flashy you're going to get, and it could be a car. So let's tap onto Capricorn and see what the messages are. In case the reading does resonate, do like, share, subscribe, and let's move forward to see what the messages are for Capricorn. Capricorn, what's the energy for you? You guys, like having a child in the house, like I realized that I don't want to have a child just yet. Like I'm gonna be real with you. You know how some people get a baby fever? I'm quite the opposite, okay? I'm having fever of the baby. All right, just saying. I'll be having that fever of the baby. All right, let's tap into some let's tap into some Capricorn messages. You say you have a dream of cars. Well, same here. I've been looking at cars for God knows how long, but I don't know which one. I don't know which one I'm going to get. Capricorn, what's the energy for you and what do you need to be hearing? Your next major life change, your next big life change, what is it for Capricorn? Your next big life change. Finally, a stable partner stepping into your life, especially if you're dealing with somebody new. For some of you, this person I just heard could be having a different diet than you, or they're going to be the reason why you're going to have a different diet. They're showing up as like a water sign or fire energy, all right, in your reading. So you're going to be connecting with somebody on a very much of a deep level, and they're showing up as somebody that you're going to have a very strong, intimate bond with in your reading. All right. So next major life change has to do with a lover that's going to step in. That's going to let your fears go away. That's going to let your insecurities or self-sabotaging really come into the play, like come into the surface for you. So maybe they trigger you in some ways, but at the same time, they're showing you what it means to really be loved or what it means to heal. I'm telling you, up until the day you meet this person, you're going to, maybe, you seem to get the ick whenever the word love was heard by you. You're going to change your mind. You're going to change. This is going to be the person that's going to change your mind. And I have been channeling this for God knows how long. But somebody who's financially stable, somebody that who you could also, you can't help but feel happy around them. You're going to start to feel like, I used to be disgusted, but now I guess I don't mind this energy. Like, I don't mind being with this person because of the way they make me feel. I'm going to also predict at a certain point you could be possibly getting attached to somebody, or you're going to get used to someone. Like you're going to say to yourself, this is something I could get used to, basically. So in your reading, I'm telling you, as unexpected as it sounds, there's a lover in your reading, and you could be meeting them around June to September. They're showing up as very creative or very much of a great listener. But watch out for this like water with a little bit of earth or fire touch, okay? They could even cook for some of you, or they have different ways of like entertaining you in regards to dates, okay? But I'm seeing their energy is very much like entertaining. And this could be somebody you're going to date. This is somebody you're going to be going out with. You're going to be having a lot of fun with. But yeah, it's a great energy. Somebody could be also Libra you're connecting with, but this is going to be a connection that's going to heal you, is something I'm noticing. And again, they're financially stable. They could even be a content creator for some of you, or they could have an online presence. If not, this is somebody that you're maybe connecting with online, but they're showing up as someone very much of a pleaser. Like they like to please you. They love to take care of you. Very nurturing energy. They could even get you gifts for no reason. This will be the type to want to give you gifts for no reason. And again, you could meet them about the summer, all right? But I would say starting from summer, all right? So May to June, this could be starting up. Very like happy-go-lucky person. Like I feel like one thing you're going to notice about them is like you're going to be always wondering, how come this person's always calm, or they make you feel that way? If you always used to be depressed, you're going to see a change in regards to your mood when you're with this person. So let's tap onto the Aquarius energy and see. In case you want to book for a personal, reach out on my website, sagittarius.com, and let's see for Aquarius what the messages are. Plans changed, you guys, because of the family. I'm like slightly going through it, but you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. What am I going to do? Aquarius, what is the energy for you, honey? Hello from Romania. Hello. Hopefully it's not even hearable, but we'll see. Aquarius. Why did I just visualize you going like grocery shopping with somebody? You're going to start doing activities with someone, or for some of you, in case you're dating somebody, you're going to start to like more act like a couple or get into a relationship. You're going to start doing couple stuff with someone. You're going to start act like a couple with someone. Okay. Next big life change. But you're going to be not admitting it. You're not going to admit that you're actually going that far with somebody. Isn't that crazy? I mean, you're known as like the most nonchalant sign, okay? Let's be honest. You're known mostly as somebody that's, it's like you just do it, but you don't talk about it. You know, you're the type of person, you're going to live a certain way, but when people point it out, you're going to be like, okay, this is exactly just how I am. You're not going to have an explanation because you're so nonchalant, right? And your reading is the same. I see closeness, and at a certain point, you're going to be questioning, like, wait a minute, I just saw 1111 for some of you, confirmation. You're going to be like, wait a minute, is this love? Why am I so close to this? You're going to start questioning, and you're going to be like, is this normal? You're going to be like, is this normal? You're even going to, like, get into the philosophy of it. You're going to be like, okay, this is not something you're used to. Some of you are going to feel like this is the longest time you've ever been with somebody. I'm telling you. You're going to be into something very long term. And as much as you're liberal about it, as much as you're going to be like, oh, but, you know, let's see how long it's going to last. It's going to last for longer than there's even possible for marriage. Okay. There's even possible for engagement. You're again, in your reading, you're showing a passive. You're like, I don't care if this goes down. I don't care if this actually works. You're showing up like a gambler in your reading. You're like, you know, I've been doing this way too long. So at this point, it's either going to work or it's not going to work. For some of you, for me to hear that, maybe you do have a very good relationship with money, or maybe you gamble, or this is just like talking about, I just heard you have been played with before, like you got played or something. But in your reading, I'm telling you, there's going to be a connection that is going to go further than you have thought it would go. And it is because somebody puts up with you. Somebody puts up with your attitude. Like if you do something, they put up with it. If you're moody, they're going to put up with it. This is not a person who's going to be like, oh no, you know what? You got to do this and that. Or this is the reason why I'm going to. No, this is somebody who's going to put up with your attitude. Does that mean you're the only one having the attitude? No. What that means is someone's not going to be quick to leave you. Somebody's not going to be very irresponsible about the connection that they have with you. So it's a good thing. You know, somebody's going to be very patient when they deal with you, very fragile energy. Maybe they are even sensitive like you, but they're showing up as someone that's going to have you like look at love differently. All right. They're going to have you look at love differently. And I even feel like for a lot of you, this is somebody that's going to really be also a little bit jealous of how much successful you are, or how much other people notice you. Maybe you're very good at getting attention. For some of you, I just heard the news. Like somebody could watch news, or somebody could like work as like a news person. You know how like people read the news. I don't know why I just got that in my head. That's so random. But yeah, maybe for some of you, you're a content creator, or you're an influencer. People do have access to you online, or people watch you in some kind of a way. But in your reading, this is somebody who's like, you're not going anywhere. All right, you're not going anywhere, and they're gonna kind of act like your bodyguard. It's like wherever you go, they go, or they're gonna ask you where you go or something like that without you even paying them. All right. So you got a protector that is gonna be there and is gonna look after you. And they could want to have children with you, all right? They could ask like what your standards are. They could want to have children with you, or this is somebody that could be visualizing their future with you, like from early on. Like they'd be like already scheming and plotting in their head about how far this connection is gonna go. But good reading. Good reading. For some of you, it could be a Virgo, it could be a Capricorn, Taurus, it could also be a fire sign that you're connecting with, or you have fire in your chart. But that's your reading. For some of you, I'm also seeing success with your child. In case you have a child that you're worried about, like passing exams, I do see it happen. I just heard it. Numbers 28, 29, 32, and 25 could be significant numbers. And let's move forward to Pisces to see what the messages are. Do you all like it like this? Do you all like the short readings, or do you prefer when it's in depth? I kind of like the straight to the point readings, don't you? I really like them. I think they're straight to the point. They're nice. I say what I say and then I, leave you to it, basically. You like the in-depth ones more? Okay. All right. Your next big life change for Pisces. Pisces. If anybody wants to become a moderator, just let me know, okay? And I'm not really looking at the chat today because I'm kind of in a rush. So excuse me for that. But yeah, we'll see. Your next big life change. I just heard, I hope it's sunny. I hope it's going to be sunny. Some of you could be having plans for spring or summer, or maybe you're going to be traveling around where there's going to be better weather. Another message that I see for you is also there's going to be sunnier times ahead, okay? So if you thought this was it, if you thought life was over, if you thought life was it, like this, how far that you come, you're wrong. There's more to come for you. The next major life change. Oh, okay. I'm seeing pentacles in my head. I'm seeing gold. I'm seeing like money. And it could be something you're manifesting. Like, I'm going to tell you what, you're very good at manifesting. Some of you, people could be tipping you things, or you're going to be having people like come to you, especially if you have like clients or people that come to you, pay you a visit. I'm hearing in Persian muraja, which is like somebody comes to you, like somebody wants your service. So maybe you kind of are giving services to people. You're going to start that. But for another portion, that I'm seeing in the reading is you connecting with somebody on a very intimate level, and it's going to go as far as marriage and engagement. All right. But it's going to start off more intimately. You're going to maybe have intimacy with them first, or you're going to kind of like have something without any strings attached, and then over time somebody's going to admit their feelings. But for some of you, I'm also hearing like your health is going to be improving in case your health was not good, or for somebody, if you were worried. If you were worried about somebody's health, their health is going to be improved, or they're going to be cured in a way, okay? Especially if it's something you've been afraid of in a way. But I'm telling you, it's almost like your happiness depends on other people's in your reading. When I'm tapping onto you, I see like ties with people. I see this energy of like your happiness depends on people and how happy they are because of how much of a maybe pleaser you are, right? But I'm seeing sunnier days for you, and I also see you celebrating with people. So there could be a gathering maybe for the rest of this year that's going to be very, very significant. It could have to do with your birthday. It could have to do with like you launching something like a business maybe. But I'm hearing mista, like it's going to be a place. Like maybe you're going to reserve a place for something. But in your reading, you're going to have something to toast about. You know, it's like something's going to happen. And again, for me to hear that, for some of you, it could have to do with engagement, a proposal, somebody proposing to you. Because I literally heard toast, I heard gathering, I heard the place. So what else could it be? Unless it's like a work gathering where you're attending and people are celebrating you. That could also be it. I'm seeing a lot of things. I'm seeing a lot of things like ribbon being like cut. I'm seeing like crowns. I'm seeing like a cake. So I'm telling you, either this is about a proposal this year or this could be about you celebrating something and people celebrating it with you. But for the ring card to be here, I would say for a lot of you, this could be proposal, this could be a wedding, all right? But possibly with a water sign, possibly with an earth sign or a Leo, but they're showing up as someone very consistent and very home oriented, very family oriented, somebody that also could, it's like they can't wait to be with you. They can't wait to have a family with you. They can't wait to live with you. And they might have told you all this as well. All right. But they're showing up as somebody very emotionally into you, very emotionally in tune with you, somebody that feels you also. But yeah, somebody also maybe as spiritual as you. But in your reading, I'm telling you, your next big life change has to do with a gathering, has to do with something being celebrated and a gathering, people all coming together to celebrate something. Okay? Telling you. And either you're preparing for it right now, or it's just something that, for most of you, I feel like you're not even like preparing. It's just something that's going to happen. It has to do with a connection. I'm telling you. I also see for some of you a new car, possibly, okay, or travels through the rest of the year. Maybe you're going to be traveling to different places, or you have like, I just heard 2 different places that you're going to be traveling to, or 2 tickets. But in your reading, I'm also seeing a car, either a new car or repairs around the car, but a new car. Some of you numbers 30, 25, and 34 could also be significant numbers, and 29, okay? So beautiful. I think your reading was probably the best. I don't think if I've ever said that during a Pisces reading, as a reading for Pisces being the best, but that's something I saw. So that was the that was the all signs. You guys, I have to go because I promised I'm going to be going at 11:30. I do want to thank all of you, each and every one of you, for being here with me, for your support. I want to thank my moderators real quick. Thomas, Mitzi, oh my God. Who else was here a minute ago? I want to thank my members as well. Michelle was here a minute ago as well. So thank you, everyone. Black Star, I appreciate you. And you say thank you, bestie. Thank you, bestie. So I'm going to be going now. In case you want to book for your personal reading with me, reach out on my website, saboteur.com. And also, you're able to become a member. So you have access to my psychic sessions and you're able to come and ask your questions whenever you want. And you'll have a psychic answer, okay? So with all of that being said, I'm going to go have a great, great Easter. I'm sending you all the love that I have, all my kisses. And take care of yourself, okay? Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye. See you. Love you.